see. All of this. Wow, really making me work for it, huh? All right. You know what? The Father's worth it. And of course, the Father's worth it without any shadow of a doubt. And you all are worth it in hearing and seeing your comments and knowing that you're well in the faith and strengthening your spiritual man, your spiritual woman is what's important. So if I have to endure it and go through it, then so be it. Then Ya'ak will. Let's try this again. Assign, I don't want to assign those scenes, man. I'm like afraid about even touching anything. This thing's gonna start wigging out like this. So I don't think anyone's in here just yet. Let me see. Let's put the chat right here. I don't think anyone's in here just yet. I don't know. Like, let me see if let me take a look. I'm taking a look to see if I go on here. Let's see what I see. Going to the channel. Excuse me. All right. It says that we live right now, so I know that I'm live right now. So I'm gonna continue to pick up where we were, and hopes that in hopes that you know that this will reach its intended the intended target and audience, which is you, the saints, the beloved of the Most High. Okay, so I was mentioning that when I went to bed yesterday, now mind how could I even stay focused on that with everything that just happened in the spur in a span of what 5 minutes, all of this stuff, multiple things going haywire, but yet still got the peace of the Most High, focus, very imperative to get this message across. So I was mentioning that we talked about on the Sabbath on rebellion at an unprecedented all-time high. And when you look at the definition of rebellion, rebellion meant to violently, openly resist. So I was mentioning that I was thinking about how Korah rebelled, right? Korah and all the people rebelled against Mashah when they were in the desert and the wilderness. Also, you can't help but to think about what before that, how Nimrod had the whole world rebel. And we've been talking about, again, how the Baal worship, how it symbolizes to the things in modern society of rebelling. So rebelling against what? Rebelling against the ultimate authority. And the authority, the book of Psalms 103, and let me see what verse is this. Psalms 103. I got to look this one up here. Come on. Where you at? Psalms 103, and let me get it. Bear with me here. Not 7. Where is it? 17. Oh, it's 19. Psalms 103 and 19 says, "The Most High hath prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all." Right? So his kingdom ruling over all. Now, in the time that you and I live in, Nimrod, when you look at the word Nimrod, we pull that up, it will blow your mind that, let me see if I can get it right here. I can't share it on the screen as much as I would like, because it is a Bible study. We come for Monday evenings, prayer meeting and Bible study. So I was also mentioning before we had, got disrupted, that how when I went to bed yesterday evening, I had this on my mind. All right. It tells us from the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 32, and verses, look at this, verses 21 through Sirach 33 and verses 2. Let's read that. It says, do not be overconfident on a smooth road, and give good heed to your paths, right? Verse 23, Sirach 22, verses 23. Excuse me, Sirach chapter 32, verses 23. Guard yourself in every act. For okay, it's saying that we man, this is an uphill battle. Let me just tell you like this is I'll give it another, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to try to come across, but you see what your is faced with. Again, I don't want to. Yeah, it says no internet here. I'm trying to change this thing to like, let's see. I could even change it to something on here where I can get to it. This will even be better here. Hold on. I ain't doing nothing. Ain't allowing us to do nothing here. Let's set this on. Well, why don't I see it then? Let me look at this. Hold on. I'm looking at my network here. This thing is annoying. It's just overly annoying. And guess what? Let's see if it can let us. No, still saying I'm not able to chat here. Ain't that something? Afraid if I do this thing over, it's going to do the same thing. I can't even make my point that I'm trying to make. Hopefully, I mean, you all seen that right there. This thing is like wigging out big time. But maybe, I mean, as it's wigging out like this, I feel a certain uh, urgency that it's important that I at least get the message across to you all, especially in the times that we're in right now, because we're in the time to where everything, okay, and most people, they might not see it like everything's on a decline, right? It's on a decline. Can you all hear me? Let's see. This thing is telling me that the chat's not showing nothing. Won't let me do nothing to the chat. I can't even communicate here. What in the world's going on? Let me do it this way. Uh, can you hear me? Can you all hear me? I'm trying to see. I put that in there. Can you all hear me? We can hear you. Okay. Well, good. It won't let me. It won't allow me to type on it. This thing is. I'm trying. Let me get the point across then. Okay. So that way, because this has been messing with us, messing with me and trying to disrupt this un, uh, unstable, you know, equipment, this technical difficulties that I'm trying to work through. So I was reading to us. Let me put it back on the screen. Remember, rebellion means to violently, openly resist authority. Now, when we talked about authority, we read Psalms 103 and verses 19. The Most High has established his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all the kingdoms of the earth. So that tells us every one of our obligation, we all have a responsibility to take heed to the Most High. But, and I notice I say but. That's not a but on the side of the Most High. That's the but on the side of mankind. Man chooses to rebel. Nimrod, and we're going to go look at that in a minute. Nimrod meant rebellion. So we live in a time that, so what would Satan do? Satan would set up a system that would cause people conveniently to rebel. And while they're in rebellion, listen to this, convince them that they're not rebelling against their creator, against the one who created all the heavens and the earth and the sea and all the things that are in them, right? So, as we were just reading in Sirach 32 and verses 21, reading from the top again, I'm going to read quickly. Do not be overly confident on a smooth road and give good heed to your paths. Guard yourself in every act, for this is the keeping of the commandment. Verse 24, the one who keeps the law preserves. This means, dear family, preserves himself. And the one who trusts the Most High will not suffer loss. So that trust the Most High meant to obey our Heavenly Father. And if I haven't greeted you, Sister Sandra, I see you there. Greetings, peace, and blessings to you and your tent, and to all of the saints behind the scene, even if it's someone who maybe didn't acknowledge, or you get what I'm saying, maybe you just watched on the background. Peace and blessings to you. All are welcome who come with the readiness of mind to get in the scriptures. And now this all connects and ties together. Why? Because our forefathers, Abraham, who was around when Nimrod, right? When Nimrod bared rule, and Abraham, the Most High, said, "How should I do all this? How should I do all this?" When he destroyed, eventually sent his angels to destroy the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah and the 5 cities around about, right, with fire and brimstone. Why? To serve an example to all of those who would live after, that would live ungodly or unsanctified. So let's get into Sirach 33. Verses 1. And this is what I went to bed reading. No evil, that means bad mischief, will befall the one who fears the Most High. Now, understand, overstand, understand, and get this. Now, when it says no evil will befall the one who fears the Most High, that doesn't mean that you're not going to, or we're not going to experience hardships, calamities, trials, testing, trouble. See, that would be naive of us to think that. But let's bring some levity and expound on these scriptures, because 2 Timothy 3 and 12 tells us all who live godly in Christ Yeshua, or Yahshua HaMashiach, shall suffer persecution. That means, listen to this, they will be oppressed, they will be afflicted. What is the similarities to what Jeremiah is saying? You all remember what Jeremiah meant? Jeremiah meant AHAYAH appointed, or the Most High has appointed. So he appointed Jeremiah to be a prophet to the nations, to pluck up, to pull All right, here we go. It looks like we're back. We're trying, like again, like I said, we're trying to come to the conclusion or the climax of what today's message is about. And I have it all in my mind. Listen, family, I believe that thank you everyone for your attendance and thank you for your patience. I'm sure that you can probably imagine how frustrating it can be and how, it seems like the easier thing to do is just to give up. But this is all going to work its way out. I believe that this is a mock simulation of us preparing ourselves as far as staying on this course of being in prayer, doing our due diligence, because what this holds us accountable to one another. I mean, just coming on the prayer meeting and the Bible study to the saints, not that you have to be now we are to mind the same thing, but it holds you accountable to the Most High as He's beholding. Because, dear family, as I like to share with you, like I said, when I laid down, this is what I was thinking about. Thinking about this past Sabbath, the word that went forth was